Who will enter the kingdom of heaven? Matthew 7:21 reads, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven." Notice Jesus does not call God the Father or our Father, but my Father. Earlier in the chapter, Jesus taught us how to pray, "Our Father in heaven." But here Jesus calls God my Father who is in heaven. Jesus is the Son of God, and he has a unique relationship with God the Father. Jesus says, "Only the person who does the will of my Father who is in heaven will enter the kingdom of heaven." What is the will of Jesus, Father? Primarily, it is believing in Jesus Christ. We read in John 6:28 and 29, then they asked him, "What must we do to do the works that God requires?" Jesus answered, "The work of God is to believe in the one he has sent." So to truly believe means to follow and obey. That means you don't pick and choose from Jesus' commands. Daniel Dorani puts it in this way: selective obedience, obedience to the command we happen to like, is not genuine obedience at all. It is mere agreement. You're not saved by your works or your obedience, but if you are truly saved, you will seek to live in obedience to Christ's commands. The person who professes faith and does the will of Jesus, Father, will enter the kingdom of heaven. However, the person who professes faith as a Christian but does not actually follow Christ will be turned away by Christ himself. Notice that Jesus presents himself here as the judge. Back to Matthew 7:21, Jesus says, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven." So you will be reporting to Jesus on Judgment Day. Jesus said in John 5:22, "The Father judges no one, but has entrusted all judgment to the Son." Jesus is more than just a prophet or a teacher. He's a Son of God, and God has entrusted all judgment to the Son. What will not save you on that day? Your words will not save you on that day. No one saved without confessing with these lips that Jesus is Lord. But verbal confession is not enough. Romans 10:9 says, "If you confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him up from the dead, you will be saved." Secondly, your deeds will not save you on that day. Words and deeds do not save, but simply faith in Christ, which display his works, will be saved. Matthew 7:22, "Many will say to me on that day, 'Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and in your name drive out demons and perform many miracles?'" Jesus does not deny any of these people's claims. He just denies them entrance into the kingdom of heaven. Why were these people turned away at the end? G. Campbell Morgan writes, "They had done everything but the Lord's will." And the Lord's will is to believe and follow Christ and his commands and not the traditions of men. If you are a true believer, you have an eternal destiny that is in the kingdom of heaven. Are you a true believer and are you obeying Christ's commands? Then eternity is your destiny. Be blessed.